Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
This is the solve process. You have not joined this peer steps. Kindly enter. Hope you are familiar how to join this peer. Just enter on browser joinpd.com. Okay. After that, you have to enter this ABBXE. Okay. So kindly after that we will start the session. So for team students, any one of you facing any problem, any difficulty to join this, or everyone is able to? So just click the center on the browser, joinpd.com. After that, you have to enter this code UAVX. Meanwhile, everyone completed the lectures of week 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understood the concepts and all things.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, due date for week 4 is also on 7th of April. Extra time to. Okay, so let's wait for after that we will start. Not joined it, it's a PID slide. Kindly enter on your joinpd.com. After that, please enter this code UAVBX. Okay, so that that so let me start. So, so this is the session for week 4. Okay, so yeah, for every question, we have 5 to 10 minutes. So within that time, you solve the question, enter the answer. Okay? And, please keep a notebook and pen ready for solving the problems with you. Okay. And you are familiar how to enter this answer, right? The below corner there is a green section. where you have to enter the answer. Okay. So those who are not joined yet, this PRDX slide, kindly enter joinpd.com. And after that, you have to enter this top right corner. See, 35 participants and 30. So I hope all of you are joined. Okay. So should I start or wait? You are joining then.
Or at least show the question till then.
Okay, then I'm going to start slides. These are so first slide is basically nothing but concepts of row relative and column relative frequency. Hope you are familiar with this because we had discussed these things Sunday as well. So row relative frequency, nothing but the so something to where relative frequency for rows are up. If entries in the row of the table are divided by the total of that. Is that clear? Is this clear? This statement. I mean, each entry in a row is divided by the row total of that, right? Okay.
Yes, sir,
Similarly,
it is clear, sir, but I have a little doubt, sir.
sorry.
Sir, I have a little doubt in row relative and column relative frequency.
That's we are discussing.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm saying
Sir, can I
that's
ask the doubt?
yeah. Listen.
Sir, if we make row relative and column relative frequency table,
Mhm.
can we interchange the row and column? If the way we interchange the row and column, then row relative frequency and column relative frequency will also interchange?
What do you mean by change? Yeah, that will be change. You're saying like interchange the table, right? Suppose gender, you have to change gender. Suppose here gender is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's take example of ownership. So you are saying ownership here and gender is there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the obvious thing. Obvious thing.
Sir,
Means,
but won't that change the response variable?
Sorry,
Why, if we change the row and column, won't that change the response variable?
what is the response?
No, I mean, like in
Right.
uh,
Yeah. So all the concept will be covered. Okay, you need to worry. It's not necessary. Like I mean, you can. So column relative frequency, column relative frequency is nothing but the entries in each column of the table are divided by the total of that column, right? So any doubt in this, how to compute row relative frequency or column relative frequency?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Sir, how to find the associated? I mean, there is associated when there is a change in row relative frequency and
Yes,
column
yes. If
relative
all
frequency.
the row relative frequencies are same, then there is no association. And if all the column relatives, I mean, you can go with anyone. I mean, either you can compute row relative frequency or
So I'm
column.
not getting how to find. I can find the row relative frequency, but I'm not getting it is associated or not.
No, association is what? All the row relative frequencies, if are same, then variables are not associated, right?
event total.
We had discussed in the last session, right? Suppose I have computed the row relative frequency like that, A upon A plus B 200 like that in percentage. If all the row relative frequencies, these whole row and this row and this row, right? If all the row relative frequencies are same, that means variables are not associated. If all the row relative frequencies are not same, then variables are associated. Okay, and we had discussed with the this stack bar chart. Okay, row relative frequency are same. Here you can say green region, red region. Similarly, here frequencies, relative frequencies are not same. I mean, you can see there is a change in green region and red region. So that is the meaning. So that means variables are associated because association means what? Change in one variable reflects the change in another variable. Okay.
Sir, it also applied to total means gender
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
we have to also compare with total, sir, right?
Totals, yes, yes. Okay. So any doubt in this row difference of column difference?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Like if in the row relative frequency, the difference between the row is like 1% or less, then it is associated or not.
No, say it should be approximately same. See, there is not some significant like 7%, 8%, 6%, 6%, 7%. You can consider it as significant difference, right? If it's 1.2, 1.5 something, so it's approximately same, right? You can draw a stack bar
Within
chart.
5%.
It can't like exactly within 5%, but you have to see, I mean, according to the data set, right? It might be two rows are approximately same, but one row which differ more rather than those two, right? Okay. Yeah, we'll solve the question related to this. Okay. And yeah, that's we had discussed just a few minutes before. If the row relative frequencies or column relative frequencies are similar for all the rows or columns, then we say that variables are not associated with each other. If the row relative frequencies or the column relative frequencies are different for some rows or some columns, then we say that the two variables are associated with each other. This is the basic concept of association between two categorical. Okay. So you know this concept, right? So you can interpret from this stacked bar chart actually. Okay, we had discussed in the classes. Okay. So any doubt in this? You know this concept, right? Hello. Any doubt in this?
No,
Anybody?
sir, no doubt.
No, sir.
So let's move. Yeah, so this is the prelude 1 to question 1. Okay. So I think 2 to 3 minutes will be enough discussion. So just read the question and okay. Going to about 3 minutes for this.
The option proportion of total is to correct decimal place. You guys have considered the following.
Just mute yourself.
Sir, whenever proportion is said, then we have to say frequency, relative frequency, right, sir?
What do you mean by proportion?
Proportion somewhat related to ratio.
Yes, kind of. Proportion is something, suppose I want to proportion of something to the total. Yeah, for air you can interpret. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. We have to report in
Yes.
relative frequency here.
Sir, the answer is 0.55.
Answer we will see and discuss. Just compute it and enter your answer. I got 26 responses out of there are so those who had not read this created till now kindly enter on your browser joinpd.com. Okay. After that, please enter this top right corner code UAVBX. Okay, so let me see the responses from side. So it's a 0.33. Someone has entered 30.
0.55.
Okay, so let's see what is the question. Question is given to you like it's a survey question that if you want at least one credit card on. So what asked from three different samples of consecutive each state initiative, like 100, plus 100, 700 seniors, right? So
Sir,
question is,
your audio lags, sir.
hello, now is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So question is about what proportion of total students are sophomores. So how did you approach?
Sir, what is sophomore?
Yeah. See, it's a freshman means first year, like freshers who have just joined the college. Sophomore means second year, senior means. So
Audio lag, sir.
sorry.
No, sir, is right.
Yeah. So how did you approach? What proportion of total students are sophomore?
There are 300 students
Okay.
out of
So
that.
there are total 300 students. Okay. And number of sophomore is 100. So proportion of sophomore will be 100 divided by 300. That is 0.3. That's the simple. Okay.
But,
This
sir.
is clear.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this? Anybody?
No, sir. It's easy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sir. Clear, clear.
Yeah. So this is the second question. So can they read? I think 300 will be more than enough, right? So I'm going to allot the time.
It's same question.
Yeah, it's a prelude. Prelude means you have to use this information for the. My question is same. Okay. Data is same. Question will be different. I mean, it's a subparts kind of things you can consider, and it maybe you have to use this information for the in the further steps. Okay. Okay, so you see the responses. Okay, 0.4, 3.66. I don't think he has completed the percentage. Okay, majority is 0.4. Let me see the solution. So question is what proportion of total student who do not own a credit card, right? So that means which rule we have to prefer?
No rule.
No rule. That is second rule, right?
Yes.
So we have to find the proportion of total student do not own a phone. That means row total of the new things and see. So total number of students is 300, right? So number of students who do not own a credit card is how many? That the each entity of 58 plus 45 plus 19, right? So it's a 122. So proportion of student not owning a credit card is 122 divided by 300. That is the 0.4. That means you can see here.
Sir, we not here I have multiplied by 100. Matlab, why
So
we
when
have
it is asking about percentage, so you have to multiply by 100, right? So just as,
okay.
so here is a column of row of S
Sir,
and
in rounding, where it has said up to 2 decimal place, so we have to round, sir, or we have to just remove the all other parts.
round means suppose you got 3.2, let's say 3 and 6, okay? And I'm saying you have to round up the up to 3 places. That means it will be 3.224. It's a, if it's 5 or greater than or equal to 5, then you have to increase the number, previous number. So
Sir,
here row is something, suppose it's A, B, and what was that? That's it's 58, 45, 19. Okay. So 58, 45, 19. Okay. So total is 100. No, sorry, it's a 122, and grand total is 300, right? So
Yes.
it's asking about proportion of the total student who do not know. So it will be simply 122 divided by 300. Okay. So any doubt in this? Anybody?
but there it is not said to round, sir.
Enter the correct answer up to 2 decimal places. That's written already.
But it is not rounding, no, sir.
See, if it's written, you have to enter up to 2 decimal place. That means you have to enter the answer up to, you have to round up the values up to 2 decimal place. That is the meaning of this.
Sir, means we have to consider the rounding of rules, sir. Then can you please explain that rule, because in class 11, 12 that was little complex around 5.
No, see, Ritik, what is the thing? See, what even enter the answer up to 2 decimal place or 3 decimal place. It's written. That means you have to enter your answer. That's it, 2 decimal place. That's it. Suppose it's you got 58.239. Okay. It's and question is you have to enter the answer up to 2 decimal place. That means it will be 58.24.
23.
4, 2, 4.
That's it. No, 9, right? It's 9.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Is it clear now? Okay. So
Sir,
this
please
question is
make
clear
it
for
clear.
everyone.
Sir, please make it clear,
Yes.
because as far I know, sir, in activity questions, it's not happen like that, sir. I have answered up without rounding, but answer was accepted there. I think so.
See, Ritik, what is the thing there? We had provided some range. If you enter the values within some range, suppose sometimes you forgot the round up and things, so your answer will be accepted. That is the activity and practice. Okay,
Okay,
but
sir.
it's a good practice if it's written there. You have to enter the answer up to 2 decimal accuracy. That means you have to enter the answer. You have to round off your values up to 2 decimal. Okay,
Okay, sir.
is this? Yeah. So let's move. Any doubt in this question? I think this
No,
is.
sir. Sir, please
Yeah.
provide the PDF of this lecture.
Yeah. See, slides will be there. You can see. You can. If you go there on the portal, right? There is peer deck activity, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
if you go here self-paced peer deck activity, then you will get sorry, there is there is a seat, right? So in this seat, up to 3 week slide, I mean link of the slides is there. So after end of the session, week 4 will be there. Okay.
Thanks, sir. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Again, this is the I think similar to portion of the question. I think will be more than enough. Yeah. Okay. Just do it.
1 minute, sir.
Again,
So you give too many time.
sorry.
It's too much time, sir.
Okay. Because see, there are 28 responses. We expect so. I mean, everyone.
Sir, in qualifier exam, how many questions we get from statics?
Yeah, Arijit. Yeah, you can expect around 15 to 16 questions. Not more than that.
50 to 60.
15, 15, 1 5, not 50.
Thank you.
All is compulsory or optional? Means only we have to attempt 10, 12,
It's
right?
compulsory. And those who have
How
not
many
done
questions
their
we will
depth,
have in total, sir?
that's why I said around 15 to 16 you can expect from statistics.
Like with respect to maths, CT and English in total?
Sick, I'm not aware about.
And sir, revision classes and practice classes of qualifier will be done before
Yeah, you
exam.
got, I think you got any notification? And sent out a notification yesterday for regarding to mock and revision session.
So we got a mail.
Yeah, revision session that on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
8th of
After that, one mock is there.
Yeah,
And
mock will be released.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Sir, the answer is 0.59.
That will be full mock like qualifier or only subject wise mock.
Subject wise.
It's subject wise. Okay, so let me the responses.
Sir, my answer is 0.59.
Okay. So a lot of variations. Next time I get 0. Why? Question is simple. It's like
It will
what
come
proportion of
0.59.
students who do not see. Question is what proportion of students who own a credit card are freshmen, right? So which here we have to consider the row or column.
Freshman, yes, by total, yes.
So we have to consider the row first, because see what is the question? Question is proportion of students who own a credit card. So how many students own a credit card? 42 plus 55 plus 81, right?
Yes, sir.
These are the total number of students who own a credit card. Out of these total students, what is the proportion who, I mean, they are freshmen, right? So it's a 42 divided by this row total. So 42 divided by 178. So correct answer is 0.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I,
I think Arjit, you did 42 divided by 100.
I, I, I didn't understand the question suddenly.
Yes. That's right. Yeah. So now, any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Anybody? Is it clear for everyone?
So no doubt,
Yes,
but
sir.
there is
Yes, yes.
It will be very clear if you
We can't
mix up
understand the
3 to
question.
4
Sir,
statements
One
like
by
that,
one,
sir.
one by one, one by one.
Sir, please can you write 3 to 4 statements just like that to make that concept clear? Because it is more
Yeah.
about
Ritik,
words.
listen to me, Ritik. Such type of questions are already in your practice graded and activity.
Sir, I was given in the question.
Right? Yeah, there are sufficient number of questions. See, what is the thing? You have to just be focused. What is the statement saying? Right? Statement is you have to go word by word. Right? What proportion of student who own a credit card? So what is the total number of students who own a credit card? So it's 42
42.
plus 55 plus 81. So these are the total number of students who own a credit card. Now we need to find proportion of the freshmen to this. That means 42 divided by these all total 42 plus 55 plus 15. That's it.
Yes.
So you have to go with the statement. That's it. You don't need to worry, just try to solve the activities and practice this. Okay? And now be with us. Things will be clear.
Tell me one thing, qualifier exam questions will become like that or it will
See,
be
Suraj,
totally
can we
different?
discuss such type? See, listen. Can we discuss such type of things after this wind up slide? Because we have to do slides first. Okay. So we will
Okay.
discuss. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Any doubt in this? Anybody?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay. So let's move to the next.
No, sir. Now
So,
it's clear.
yeah. So question is, I mean, it's a preview 4 to question 1. So just try to attempt. Question is row relative frequency similar for all row? So you have to give the answer. Okay. So just compute it. I think now 3 minutes will be. You have to just compute the row relative frequency for these two rows, and you have to find whether they are similar or okay.
Okay, sir. It's same question from graded assignment, a week 4.
Okay, so I got 36 responses. That's true. Still you are trying, so I can give start time.
Yes, sir. Please wait for a second.
Okay. So I'm going to increase one more. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, completed.
Okay, then let's wait for
Yes, sir.
35 seconds. So these all things you can use for the when main question will come like question one. It's all the information of the books. Yes. So here you had to find the row relative frequencies, whether row relative frequencies same for all the rows. Okay, so yes, yeah, let me see the responses from itself. Okay, one student is saying what is the row relative frequency? 8 is saying yes, and 28 saying no. Okay. So let's see. You know how to compute. We have discussed, right? How to compute the row relative frequency, right? So it's nothing but yeah. So what is the rule? It's a 42, 55, 81. Okay. So for yes, it's a 42, 55, 81, right? And for no, can you tell me the values? 19, right? What is the total?
3.
178.
Row
178
by
and
108 and
182,
112.
178, 122.
32.
122.
Okay. Yeah. So here we need to compute the row relative frequency, right? And what is the total of this? 100, 100, 100 and 300. So we need to compute the row relative frequency. So row relative frequency is divide each quantity of row, okay, to its row total, right? So this is the concept how by we can compute the row relative frequencies, right?
Yes, sir.
So the same thing is done in this thing, in this slide. So you can see it's a 0.24, 0.31, 0.46, 0.48, 0.37, 0.16, 0.3. So by seeing all the okay, by observing all these three rows, can you say row relative frequencies are same?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, there is a significant difference, right? It's a 0.48,
Yes, sir.
0.33, right? 0.24, 0.33, 0.24, 0.48. So there is here it's a clearly visible that all the row relative frequencies are not same for all rows. Okay.
Here is the confusion. Actually,
Yes.
if the word is same is mentioned, that's probably we didn't do the mistake. So we thought that the result is similar kind of thing, but not exactly
Yeah.
same.
Not exactly same. It can be approximately same also. It can be similar. So what is the thing that we need to observe? Whether there is a significant difference or not. That's it. So here we can see. You can see if see you can take the rows of this yes and no, right? So there is a significant difference between 0.24, 0.48, 0.31, 0.37, 0.46, 0.16, right? At least these two rows are different, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's
So
just confused with the word similar. Otherwise, rest is
no,
fine.
similarly, suppose it's a 0.33, okay? In the no, suppose it's around 0.34 something and kind of things, okay? So then you can expect as a approximately same, but it should be approximately similar or same for all rows, right? So is this clear? I mean, this
Okay,
table is
sir.
clear
Okay.
for everyone?
And sir, it will be associated. It will be associated, right, sir?
Ritik, that thing will come to worry about that, okay? All the things will cover. Okay? Just try to keep, uh, be clear with the concepts. Now tell me, this question is clear for everyone? Any doubt in this, anybody?
No, sir. All clear.
All clear. So let's move to the next question. Yeah, this is the prelude 5 to question 1. Here it is asking about the column relative frequencies are same or similar for all columns or not. So be clear. Uh, be clear. Here you have to compute the column relative frequency. In the previous question, it was row relative frequency. Okay, I think 3 minutes will be more than enough, right? So I'm going to give the okay. So let me see the responses. So 35 of you saying yes, sorry, no, and 4 are saying okay. So
It's
can you tell me, was there any need to compute the column relative frequency after the computing row relative frequency?
we add the both column and divide it for
No, no,
42
no,
plus
what? No, no,
50. Okay.
um,
That's not required.
yeah,
Not
that
required, sir.
required to because if by the concepts, if row relative are frequent, I mean row relative frequencies are same for all the rows, then variables are not associated. That means what I'm trying to say, we can proceed with any of the things, either by row relative frequency or by column relative. But in this question was asked like you to compute. So yeah, so how did you compute the column relative frequency? So it will be 42 divided by 100
Yes.
because we have to consider the column total. Suppose these the values in the circle is the entities, okay, and these are the column total, okay. So I'm going
Yes.
to do this. So it will be 58 by 100 because all the entities we have to divide by the column total, right? Similarly, 55 by 100, 45 by 100, and so on. Okay. So you will get 0.42, 0.58, 0.55, 0.45, 0.81, 0.19, 0.59, 0.4. So here it's okay. We can easily see all the column relative frequencies are not same or are not similar for all the, right? Any
Yes.
doubt in this?
Yes, sir.
So let's,
Hello.
yeah, yes, please.
Sir, if there is a same column relative frequency but different row relative frequency, so it can be associated.
No, no, no. So if the row relative frequencies are same, then column will be same. If row relative frequency are not same, then column relative frequency will not be same. That's
Okay,
why
sir.
its concept you can
Sir,
use
if
any,
one
either
row is same,
anyone. Sorry.
if one row relative frequency is same but other row relative frequency is different.
One row relative frequency is same with. So
Question Asif.
see, what is the thing with it? You have to just clear with the whether all the row relative frequencies are not same or right. There is difference for okay, a single row or with two row. Then see, let's say it's a 32%, 31%. Let's say it's a 33.2%. Let's say 30.3%. Total row is, let's say 34%. Let's say it's a 32%. So here all the row relative frequencies are approximately same, right? It's
Yes,
near
sir.
about, right? So that means if your variable will be associated, I mean not associated. So that is the meaning. It can be approximately same. See, if there is significant difference, then like in this previous example, you can see as row of no, there is a significant difference between these two rows, right? These are not same or similar, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this
Yes,
clear?
sir. But in no, they are little no, not similar.
Yes, yes. Okay, so yeah, this is the final question. You have to find is there an association between year of study and owning a credit card? So I think 1 minute. I think it should take within a second. So I'm giving to you 30 seconds based on the previous. I mean based on the answers of the previous questions. In this 30 seconds. Should I give more time?
No, sir, it's done.
Let
Done, sir.
me
No, sir.
Done,
summarize. Yeah, because I received only 30 responses. So any one of you are trying or should I give more time or because I received 37 responses. I was expecting some more. Okay, so tell me what is the answer?
No.
No.
No, sir.
Yes, yes,
Yes, sir.
Associated,
Yes,
sir.
See,
Because
see, there is
Yes, sir.
Associated.
because they are
90%.
Because there is
significantly
a
Associated, sir.
different
same.
row and
Yes.
column
Yeah,
frequency.
variables are associated because from the prelude 4 and prelude 5, if you can see, let's take prelude 4, the row relative frequencies, or if you take the question of prelude 5, the column relative frequencies are not same for all the rows or columns. So we say two variables are associated with each other. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
In this?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this? Anybody?
No, sir.
Okay, so we can move to the next
Sir,
slide.
I
Yes.
have not doubt, sir, but in writing, sir, please open the writing pad where you write.
Mhm.
And there you have written at last 32%. If we write there 80%,
Where 80? It's a 31.
there is, yes, sir, 31. Suppose we write there 80%.
Okay.
Then by seeing only this one row, this all other row are same, but this one row is not same. So we will say
Yes,
they are
see.
associated.
If it's 80, then see, suppose 32, it's 80, right? And suppose
Yes.
it's a 32 and it's a, let's say it's make it as like you can say 24, okay? So these
No,
two
sir,
row are different.
yes, sir.
Okay, then the rows are row relative frequencies are lost. Okay, you
And
can
sir,
see.
two means only one are not.
See what? Yeah, Ritik, you are not focusing on the statements. What is the statement?
Sir, I am confused. We have to see within the row or outside,
Yeah.
between the row.
No, what you mean? No, 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 no. You have to consider the row within. I mean, between the row, this row, and this row.
Sir,
Is clear?
where you written 24.
Hello? Yeah.
Please write there 32, sir. I am little confused there.
Ritik,
Please, sir, my last question, sir.
you are okay. Okay, it's a
32.
30.
Yes, sir. Now we will say that only first row is say, different, all other row are same.
Okay.
And due to the first row, they are associated, right, sir?
Okay. Can you tell me first thing?
Sir,
Yes, yes.
the column total will be 100
One will be 100.
in this column
See,
total of percentage.
The comparison is between 32 and 80. 32
no,
and
no,
30.
no, no. Yeah. Ritik, you have to compare the rows, right? This row, or you can compare this row or in this row, right? You have to clear all the row relative frequencies are not are same or not. That's.
Sir, in which between two number we are comparing? 32 and 80 we are comparing or not, sir?
This 80 and this 32.
Okay, sir. This 80 and this 32 are
Yes, yes, that's it.
compared.
See, yes, and these things because we are considering the whole row, right? Similarly, you can see here in these things, this 24.24.38, sorry, 31 is approximately same to this 4.48 or 0.37. No, I mean up to I mean this 0.24, 0.31, 0.46, 0.48, 0.37, 0.16, right? So
In row relative, we have to consider one
whole
row
row.
element to the bottom element.
See, you have to consider basically whole row of each element of the row and then the each element of the next. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So let's move to the next slide. Yeah, I think this is the easy one, right? It's a prelude one to the second question. Okay. So you have to compute the population standard deviation of measure of sites. Okay. So here is some factory, some measure of site and area of utensil. So you have to compute the population standards. And I think numbers are also calculation is simple, right? So I think 3 minutes. So please do it. Okay. All of you are aware with the population standard deviation, right? Expecting you know the formula of population variance, population standard deviation. Okay, so you are still trying, because I
Yes,
have
sir.
received.
Please wait for a second.
Okay, so I'm going to give
1 minute more.
yeah. So you have to just find the population standard deviation of measure of size. Okay. Rajiv has raised. Yes, Rajiv.
I've done.
Okay, okay. Let's wait for rest of it. I received 3 responses. So it's something everyone are doing that together. That benefit for you. It's kind of practice, like you are able to do the no, you are able to solve the question within the time. Okay, so should I give some extra time, or
No, sir.
so let me see the responses from your side. As at 12.6, 1.2, 1.095, 1.0. Yeah. Yes, see, the answer it's clearly mentioned you have to enter the answer up to 3 decimal places. Someone has entered answer up to 5 decimal places. I don't know. Yeah, so okay, so in this question, we need to find the population standard deviation of measure of sites. That's it. So measure of sites, yeah, you know the formula population standard deviation, nothing but sigma x square root of summation I is equal to 1 to xi minus x bar square divided by n. Okay, and we need to find the population standard deviation of measure of sites. So we take the data of 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Okay, so mean of this data is what? It will be 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 divided by 5. So mean will be 5 by 10,
3.
15, 15 by 5. So mean is the 3, right? In the population standard deviation, you know, we need to do xi minus x bar, right? So 2 minus 3 will be minus 1, 3 minus 0, 3 will be 0, 5 minus 3 will be 2, 2 minus 3 will be minus 1. Again, we need xi minus x bar square. So just square these terms. 1 square will be 1, 0, 4, 1, 0, 0. And total we need, it will be 6. So population standard deviation is nothing but the 6 divided by how much? 5. Am I right?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So 6
6 divided
divided by,
by 5.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We
so
can
6
divide
divided by,
6 by 5.
so what will we will get?
1.2, sir.
1.2.
1.2, and 1.2 is what? It's a population variance, right? We need to take the square root of 1.2, so it will be 1.09.
Fine.
Any doubt in this? Anybody?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, you can interpret. I think slides are very similar to graded assignment, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. Let's move to the next question. In this question, you have to find the sample standard deviation of major upsides. Okay. In the previous one, it was population standard deviation. In this, you have to find the sample standard deviation. So you can use the previous information as well, right? So I think 3 minutes will be more than enough for this. So what do you feel about this question? So easy or
Easy, sir, easy.
accepts? Okay, I'm receiving only. Please solve the questions first so that you know. Okay, so let me see the responses from your side. It's 1.24. Someone has entered 8.64. Majority is 1.24. Someone 6. Okay, I can see majority is 1.24. Okay, so let's see the solution. Question is nothing but we need to compute the sample standard deviation of the that thing. Okay, so see here is two approach. Either we can go manually. I mean 1 upon n minus 1 summation xi minus x bar square. I mean square root of those things. Square root of 1 upon n minus 1 summation xi minus x bar square. So that is the another approach. Second approach is we know about the population standard deviation, right? If we know the population standard deviation and we have information about n, that is number of observations, so we can easily get the sample standard deviation, right?
Yes, sir.
You know this formula? Are you aware about this formula?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so anybody have any doubt in this formula? Let me explain this. You know what is the population variance? 1 upon n summation of xi minus x bar square is the formula for population variance. Okay. For sample variance, it is 1 upon n minus 1 summation of xi minus x bar square. Is it right? From here, I can write, if I multiplied n to the left hand side, it will be n times of sigma square summation of xi minus x bar square, right? Similarly, I can write it to the second equation as n minus 1 s square as summation of xi minus x bar square, correct? If these both things are equal, so I can easily say n times of sigma square equal to n minus 1 times of small s square, right? This thing is clear for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
suppose you have given sample variance, you have given suppose you have given sample variance and you have given number of observation, then you can easily find the population variance, right? Or population variance is given to you, sample variance is given to you, then you can easily find the number of observation. That is, out of these three quantity, any two is given to you, then you can easily find the third one, right? Okay, so here from here I can see what is the things I can do like this for finding the sample standard variance. So what would be sample standard deviation? Nothing but the square root of 1 upon n minus 1 into sigma square, or you can say square root of n upon n minus 1, sigma will be side. So here the same things is applied. We know the sigma x from the previous question is 1.095 and is 5. So simply we will calculate Sx will be 1. Any doubt in this? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Yeah. So here, what is the sample standard deviation of area of wooden seed? So be clear. Here you cannot use the population things because population standard deviation we did not calculate the population standard deviation. So here you have to apply the formula of sample standard deviation of area of woods. Okay. So I think 3 minutes will be. So please do it. Okay, so I think I should start. Okay, you are trying, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So one
Yes,
more
sir.
minute will be more than enough, or I should give 3
Yes, sir.
minutes?
1 minute.
No,
One
sir.
minute.
Only 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. Doing with us, you know, it's safe for you that something kind of practice, like you are able to solve the question in correct way, or I mean, the given time, right? So should I give some extra time or is that?
Yes, sir. Some extra time.
Yes, I think one more minute will be enough, right? Okay, so I'm giving. Okay, so let me say the responses from your side. So 8.64, 8, someone has entered 0.104, 7.73. And that's some variation. So, okay, let's see the solution. So, see, here, simple things. We had just computed the sample standard deviation, right? So, you know the formula of sample standard deviation is nothing but the square root of summation xi minus x bar square divided by n minus 1, right? So here our xi means our observations are 4, 9, 25, 4, 9, right? So what will be the mean here? It's a 4 plus 9 plus 25 plus 4 plus 9 divided by 5, right? So it's a 5 observation or 6 observation. Yeah, it's a 5 observation. So what is the next step? Next step is the x minus x bar. So 4 minus 10.2, 9 minus 10.2, 25 minus 10.2, 4 minus 10.2, 9 minus 10.2. And next step is we need to do square of this xi minus x bar. So we get this value. If you add these values, you will get some like what is the total of this?
Sir.
298.8.
Hi,
Yeah,
sir.
that's divided by 5. Okay.
No, sir.
So
Divided by
either
4.
divide by 5 or 4.
4, sir.
4.
4. Why? Because it's a sample standard deviation.
Sample minor deviation.
Oh, nice, yes. Okay, so any doubt, anybody in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, let's move to the next slides. Yeah. Now come to the things, important thing, covariance and correlation, right? So covariance basically quantifies the strength of the linear association between two numerical variables. And what is the use of correlation? Correlation basically is a unitless measure of linear association between two numerical variables. Okay. So, and what is the limit of correlation coefficient?
-1 to 1.
-1 to 1, correct. And this is the formula for correlation coefficient summation xi minus x bar to yi minus y bar divided by square root of summation xi minus x bar square into summation of yi minus y bar square. Okay, so the whole covariance and covariance. Any doubt in this? Anybody? Suggest something.
No, sir.
So let's yes. So this is the question. Now see, you can relate the previous questions type. We computed the population standard deviation, we computed the sample standard deviation and all things. So it might those values can be used for the next question. So yeah, now we have to compute the covariance between measure of side and area of wooden sheet. So here measure of side and area of wooden sheet are two numerical variable. So you can take anyone as x, anyone as y, right? So just compute it. I think I'm giving so just you need to just apply the formula of covariance. Okay. So it's a sample covariance. You know what is the formula of sample covariance? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Summation xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar by the number of observations minus 1.
Correct. It's n minus 1. Why n minus 1? Because it's the sample covariance. If it's a population covariance, then it will be divided by n. Okay. So please attend this. Okay, so I received 170 responses. So I'm going to give starting. So please do it. Hope 10 will sufficient. Right?
Sir, another minute we're solving.
Sorry?
Sir, 1 minute, sir. I'm solving.
Yeah, I've given already some extra time. 2 minutes around. Just do it. If you want, then so everyone has done, or should I give extra time?
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Done.
Okay, then let's see the solution. So here, yeah. So as I said, you can take any variable as x. So here x is I take measure of side and y as area of pencil. So you have already given x, I mean observations of xi 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Similarly for y, and as you have already computed xi minus x bar, yi minus y bar, right? I mean you know x bar, you know y bar, right? In the covariance formula, it's 1 upon n minus 1 summation xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar. That means you have to multiply this quantity xi minus x bar to yi minus bar. We have to add all this quantity and divide by 4, right? So it will give you the covariance of 10.5. By mistakenly, I did not see the responses from your side. Yeah, but there was a lot of variations. Okay, so is this clear? Covariance thing? Any doubt? Anybody? Hello?
No doubt,
Any
sir.
doubt?
Next question.
So next question is, what can you say about the correlation between measure of side and area of wooden sheet, right? So we try to use, see, it's a prelude, I mean, it's a question number 2. So you can use the information of previous preludes, right? So you know the criteria about the strong, weak, moderate, and absence of linear relationship, right? We had discussed. So yeah, just compute
Yes.
the correlation between these two and try to find what is the correct answer. Okay, so okay, after these 3 minutes, okay, then we'll give some extra. So please do. So here you can apply a smart approach as if you apply the correlation coefficient formula, then from the previous preludes, I think more or less every quantity, I mean, covariance, sample standard deviation, and all things, or summation xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar divided by summation xi square root of summation xi minus x bar square, or these all quantities you have computed already. You have to just put the value and to find out the final. Okay. Save the responses. I think I should increase some. I should give some extra time. Meanwhile, you are enjoying this such type of life solving the session, or which one is more beneficial, open session or such type of life is solving this?
I guess solve with us is better.
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 Okay, so let me increase some time. Either 1 more minute or 3 minutes. 1 minute, right?
Sir, 1 more minute.
Okay. So 1 minute. Prachi, okay, so still you are trying, so I can give some extra time. Everyone, I think I have received only 90 responses. So yeah, 1 more minute. Yes, so please do it.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Sir, covariance is defined for linear relationship.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Covariance is defined for linear relationship only.
And what do you, I mean, what do you understand so far? Meaning of the covariance? So basically, covariance tells us the strength of linear association between two variables.
Sir, got it.
And correlation is used for the, compare. See, correlation is basically, correlation kind of unitless measurement, right? So we are able to, compare the things. Compare the things means, suppose in the covariance you get, let's say 252 you got answer, right? After computing covariance. Okay. So how can you interpret this covariance is okay, this is the more or this is the less, right? We can't say about exact. I mean, we are not able to make the comparison, right? Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say? Suppose for any data set, you got the covariance as 250. For a data set, you got the covariance between, let's say 70. Suppose it has a unit kilogram per year and it has year into, let's say, centimeter. I mean, one variable was about age, one variable was about height. Here, one variable was weight and one was age. So here, how can you make? How will you make comparison? Like, yeah, this is the more or this is the less. I mean, we are not able to, right? But in the correlation is unitless measure, because units get cancelled out. Okay, and it lies between -1 to 1, right? So from here, if it lies -1 to 1, so we know if R is close to 1, then there is a strong positive linear relationship. If R is close to -1, then there is a strong negative linear relationship. If R is lies between -2.5, I mean -0.25 or +0.25, then there is absence of linear relationship. That means we are able to make comparison, right? Are you getting?
Sir, can I change the answer once?
No, I had locked the screen. Okay, so someone has entered. How would I know? We can. Yeah. So 15 people saying strong, one people saying weak. Okay, let's see. See, from the previous question, we know we have computed, right, covariance of x comma y. We computed sx into sy, and we got, I mean, we can if you put the value covariance of x comma y as 10.5, sx 1.224 and 8.64, we get 0.993. So here r is close to 1, right? That means there is a strong correlation coefficient between the two variables, I mean between the measure of site and area of potency. So option 1 is correct. Any doubt in this? Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can move.
Sir.
Okay, so let's move to the next question. Next question is basically, I mean, this is the next topic. You
Hello.
are aware about? Yes, yes, yeah.
Sir, when there is a no relationship.
Yeah, Prachi, I have written, I think, the last session, this criteria. Yeah, this criteria, you can take a screenshot. Okay. If it lies 0.75 to 1, then it's strong and positive, 0.5 to 4, then
No,
before
sir.
7, yeah.
When we get the answer, it is beyond this limit. Then there is no relationship.
Beyond this limit is what? Always you will get
I
value
mean,
of R between -1 to 1.
okay, sir. नहीं, sir, there is an option absence of linear relationship. So
That's why I'm
I'm
saying, no, that's why I'm saying I have written the criteria. Suppose your value of R is lies between
oh sorry.
minus
Okay.
0.25 to 1. That's the meaning of absence of linear relationship. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can take the screenshot of this or write it down.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Should I go to the slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, so far we had yesterday, like how we can find the association between two categorical variables.
The point-biserial.
Row relative frequency and
Yes.
column.
I asked how we can find the association between two categorical variable. We can find out by the row relative frequencies or column relative frequency. And association between two numerical variables.
Sir,
So
I think at the bottom there
covariance
will
and
be
correlation
continuity
coefficient.
table.
Correlation coefficient.
Yeah. So correlation coefficient is the measure of association for between the two numerical variables. Okay. We studied two association between two categorical variables. Then we studied association between two numerical variables. Now the things will come like which method we have to apply when we have to find the association between one categorical variables and one numerical variable, and that categorical variable is something dichotomous variable. Dichotomous variable is that categorical variable has two categories. I mean, that's why we can code as 0 1, right? So point-biserial is used to measure the strength of association between a numerical variable and a categorical variable with two categories. And formula is RPV equal to y bar naught minus y bar 1 divided by sigma x. So sigma x, as we discussed in the last also, It's a population standard deviation into square root of P naught and P1. Any one of you can tell me what is the P naught here?
Sir, the categorical variables, like the first categorical variables proportion actually. Like for
Yes,
for
yes,
for
yes.
the
And
current data
not by
set,
M.
if
Yes.
yeah.
And proportion of the second category.
Yeah, that's P1.
Yeah, that's a P1. Okay.
Sir, in sample and population, there is some difference we would like
Yeah,
P,
yeah.
P0 and P1.
Yes. So here we have to, sorry, Aditya.
I mean, in previous, actually, I'm second term, so I have studied statistics in qualifier.
Okay,
So,
okay.
sir told us that there is something to do with like P0 and P1. You have to.
No need to do. If CC, Aditya, I got your part. What is the things in the lecture video? There is a something step. Here we need to use the population standard deviation. Okay. If you use the sample standard deviation, the formula will get changed. Means,
Yeah, that's what.
yeah, you know this relationship, right? These things I have also discussed in the last session. So from here I can get sigma square as n minus 1 by s into s square. So sigma I can get these things, right?
Yes, sir.
So formula is point by serial is y bar naught minus y bar 1 divided by sigma x into square root of p naught into p1, right? So here p naught is n naught by n and p1 is n naught by n1 by, okay. So if we replace this sigma x by this quantity, I mean by this square root of this, then formula will get changed. That's it. Okay. This will be s and it will be p naught into p1, and this quantity will get here, then it will be p naught by n something. Okay.
So this is similar with the sample correction method, right? I mean, this new formula that you just said with sample standard variation, is it like
Sample correction is what?
is it similar with sample correction method, or it's different
No,
from
no.
this?
What do you mean by sample correction method?
I mean, sir, the ma'am actually told the sample correction we don't need to do if we use the like
Okay, I think I
skip some
need
books
then,
and all that.
yeah, I need to check that. Yeah, but so far you have to use this formula, right? I mean, you can use the sample, but formula get changed. Okay, but for the simplicity, just use the population standard. Okay.
And sir,
And
the value that we obtain, if gets higher, then it will be more strongly related.
there is a something criteria I have already last summer. Think it's a something, yeah. For point by serial, if this thing that means strongly related is there 0.75 to 1. Okay, is not strong for point by serial, and for correlation coefficient, these things you have to
Sir, please show point by serial.
these things. Yes.
Sir, 0.75, right, sir?
Yeah, 0.75. Okay, and one more thing, I have shared a feedback form on the chat. This is just a feedback. Okay, any doubt in this? Suppose it's asking about absolute point by serial, then it will be mod of y bar naught minus y. Okay. So any doubt in this?
Sir, please one time more so that point by serial.
Yeah, this one.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. There is mod, sir, means negative value will also be.
Yes.
And sir, is there any range of point by serial?
And that's why this is the written, not a specific rate, but yeah, you can.
Means point by
That,
serial
yeah,
can
you
take
can
infinite values in negative and positive.
finite value. If it's written about one, then it will take a value up to one. Right? Then check it. Okay. Is it clear, Ritik? Okay, so any doubt, anybody in this one?
Sir, where can we get the PDF for the last session?
No, I still there was no PDF for last session. I have written this only these things. I have did some calculation and all things. If you want, then we can share, but I don't think there is some. This is a good notes. Like that. So, the important thing is here, you can take the screenshot for this ranges of the various criteria to find out the strong, moderate, and all things. And yeah, that's it. And you are aware about this formula and all things, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So any doubt in this?
No.
No, sir.
So yeah, let's move to the next. I mean, in this question, third question, it's about is measure of site weekly uh, influenced by the factory. So here we which method we have to use? Correlation coefficient or point-biserial?
Point-biserial, because sir,
Point-biserial.
Hello. So why point-biserial? Because we are considering one categorical variable which is factory, and second is the numerical measure of site. And factory has two categories, A and okay. I have shared let's check. It's about just a feedback about Okay, so should I give some extra time? Go on.
Sir.
I received
No, sir, not needed.
anybody else? Is it done? I received only something. Okay, let me give one so that everyone can do. So you are able to differentiate between categorical, numerical, right? This one is okay. So let me see the responses. 10 people are saying yes, and 8 people are saying. So here we need to compute the point by serial, okay? Because we had to find the measure of we have to find the association between factory and measure of site, right? So factory is a categorical variable and measure of site is a numerical variable, okay? So yeah, here let me just tell me the values so that we can solve. So here see, and that categorical variable should be in two categories. So here categorical variable in two category. I mean
A
here
and
is
B.
two category A and B. Okay. Second is measure of that site, right?
Measure of sites.
Okay. So we have two category A, B, B, A, right? So we have A, B, B, and A, right? And
2,
values
3,
are
4,
2,
2,
3,
3,
5,
5.
2, 3. 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Okay. These are the values. Okay. Now, so you know the what is the formula point by serial correlation coefficient? RPB equal to y bar naught minus y bar divided by population standard deviation of x into square root of p naught in, and into p1. So let's code the one. See, we have two category, right? So I'm coding one to A and B as 0, correct? So A is 1, right? And I am coding B as 0, right? Is this clear now? So tell me, what is the value of P naught? It's nothing but N naught by N. So what it will be?
2 by
2
5.
by 5.
Okay, let's code A as 0 for the simplicity. I mean, for getting the value in positive. Okay, let's take it's 0, it's 1, it's 1, and it's 0. So now what will be value of P naught?
0.6.
3 by 5, that means 0.6. What will be value of P1? N1 divided by N. Okay, so how many N1 is there? 1 and 2. 2
2
by
by 5.
that means 0.4.
0.4.
So we got the value of P naught and P1 here. Okay, correct. So now we need to compute the Y bar naught. So tell me, what is the Y bar naught here? The average of this value, average of this value and this value. Okay, so it will be 2 plus 3 plus 3 divided by how much?
3.
3.
Correct, because we are taking the average of only 3
2.66.
observation. So it will be 336 to 8, 8 by 3. Just what value it will be. Now, Next step is, see, by the formula we computed this value, we have already computed these two values, and we need to compute now y bar 1. So what will be the y bar 1?
7/2.
So
3.5.
y bar 1, that means average of
5 by
this
2.
values.
5 plus 2.
Yes, so it will be 5 plus 2 by
7.
2, that means 7 by 2, that means 3.5. Okay, so what is the value of 8 by 3?
2.66.
0.66.
Yeah, 2.66. Now we computed this value, and this value. What is the remaining? Remaining is this population standard deviation, right? So we need to compute the population standard deviation of this value. I mean this data set, right? Measure of size. Okay. So these things we have already computed. So what was that value of population standard deviation?
1.09.
1.095. Okay, correct. So now we need to compute the RPB. What is this? Y bar naught is 2.66 minus
3.5.
okay 3.5 divided by 1.095,
1.09.
okay, and the square root of 0.6 into
0.4.
correct. So we will get the value. What was the answer? Yeah. So answer is minus 0.37, right? Okay. So answer is RPB is minus 0.37. So I already told you this criteria. Like if RPB is lies between 0.75 to mod of this, that means variables are strongly influenced, otherwise weakly influenced, right? Correct. So here mod of RPB is what? 0.37, or you can say like it's lies between 0.25 and 0.5. So measure of side of wooden seat is weakly influenced by the factory. I mean categorical variable is weakly influenced by the numerical variable. Any doubt in this?
Sir,
Anybody?
when 0 will come, then also we will say weakly influence.
Yeah, you can say. I mean there is in the case of correlation coefficient we have some fixed criteria, but in the point by serial correlation coefficient, as far I know, it's something it's a slide between this criteria. You can say strongly, otherwise. Yeah. So any doubt in this association between these categorical variables and numerical variables? Suppose question was about association between factory and area of wooden sheet. So then again you are able to do it, right? Okay. So yeah, let's revise that things. So association between two categorical variables by which method? We can find the row relative frequencies, okay, or column relative frequency. That means with the help of contingency table. And association between two numerical variables. For this, we have to use the correlation coefficient, and association between one categorical variable and one numerical variable. Okay, we can find by the point-biserial correlation. Okay, is this clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move to the next slide. So next slide is very interesting to us. Okay.
Yeah, very interesting.
Very interesting, sir.
So yeah, and please give I mean fill that form which I have said on the web chat. And yeah, so any one of you any doubt? We can discuss. Otherwise,
Sir, just one thing.
yeah, yes, please go ahead.
Sir, I've calculated the association with the area as well. I found it like minus 0.05. So what?
Can you repeat? Can you
Sir,
repeat?
I have calculated for the area as well. And
Area.
I mean the yeah.
Area of wooden sheet. Okay.
Yeah. I've done that
Yeah.
as
Okay.
well,
Okay.
just
Okay.
for
Okay.
the practice. So I found out minus 0.05.
Minus 0.05. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a strongly or weakly?
Sir, I think no association. That's what I think. I don't know if that should be like something else. But
Okay.
so that's my question. Should I say weakly or should I say just no association?
Yeah.
It's
What
like
the
very
thing?
nearly to zero, right?
Yeah, it's very nearly to zero, correct. But what the things, as far I know, I think I have to check about this. But I mean, we can't say anything exactly, right? I mean, we
Yeah.
can't say anything in general. We can't say like we can say there is no association. We can also say there is weakly association, but we can't say which I'm saying is that a fact? I mean, is that a correct? Right? Because it's
Yeah.
something vary, right?
Yeah.
Suppose someone calculated those value and find out the value. Suppose you are saying, yeah, no association, and I found the value 0.05, and I said, yeah, there is weakly association between those categorical variable, between those variable, right? Suppose you found 0.005, and you are saying no association. I'm saying very weak association. I mean, it's kind of things.
So
It can match.
yeah. So it depends. It
Yeah,
depends
it depends.
actually.
Yeah, it
Depends
depends,
actually.
and things will be given according that. No need to worry about that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it.
Correct. Yeah. So, any doubt, anybody else, or should I close the session?
Sir, I have a doubt, but it is regarding week 5 tutorial lecture.
Okay, Ritik. So, yeah, uh, can we discuss on the next was the Sunday we have?
Okay, sir. Sunday,
Yeah,
Sunday will be open session, sir.
yeah, Sunday is your open session for week 5. Tuesday is, I mean, next Tuesday, solve the session for week 5 as well. And you can post it on your discussion.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is this clear for everyone? I mean, till or any question in the which I have presented in the slides?
Sir, can we please go through this point by serial question once again?
Okay. What was your doubt? Can you tell me? What was your, I mean, what was your exact doubt?
Sir, how were we calculating P0 and P1?
Okay. So what is the P naught? See, what is the P naught in the formula? P naught means what? N naught by N, right?
Yes.
So N is total number of observation. N naught means which the observation which you have coded by 0, right? So here I have coded 0. See, when you are using the formula of point biserial, then you will have one categorical variable and one numerical variable. Till this point, it's clear. And
Yes,
that
sir.
categorical variable is the something dichotomous variables. That means you have two category, right? Like suppose you took the example of categorical variable as gender, then you have two category like female or male, right? So
Yes.
one category you can code as 0 and one category you can code as 1, right?
1.
So P naught is something the number of observations which you have coded by 0. So here I have coded 0. How many observations? 1, 2, and 3.
3. Yes.
Divided by N is total number of observations. So what is the total number of observations? 5.
5.
Correct. So what
Okay,
is the
sir.
P1?
Okay.
Yeah, what is the P1? P1 is N1 divided by N. So N is my 5. What is the
2 by
N1?
5. 2 by
2 by
5.
5. Right?
Okay, okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I have not doubt regarding this thing, but if we want to resolve the activity questions and practice assignment question, there is no such option to deselect all the options. Means once we have answered in activity question, especially in activity questions.
Yeah, that is something. Yeah. Got it. So you have to do carefully. So it's not about something. So you attempt the activity questions, right? Suppose you there is no option to deselect that option. Just and you found your answer is wrong, right? Then try to think why it's wrong. Just it's just
No, sir.
just for the practice.
That I am not saying. Means suppose I have done activity question 1 week before.
Okay.
And and I want to revise. So when I go to activity question, the option is already showing selected. So I already get the answer, sir, before attempting.
Okay, if you yeah. Then
Yes, sir.
see, I think you can if you click on the check answer, you will get the answers, right?
Sir, yes, we get the answer, but the
Yeah.
previous answer are
I mean, you are
showing
trying to
before
say
that.
you want to deselect those options and want to select the again, right? I mean, you want to
Yes, sir.
attempt the again.
Yes, sir. I
Okay,
want
okay.
to
That is
reattempt all the
something.
questions.
Yeah, with the, yeah, that is something is not there. So if you, so that's why try to attempt in the correct way.
Yes.
First thing. Second thing, if you are tempted and you want to revise again, then so you need to like choose the correct option and then submit. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
it's a good
That's
thing.
what I do.
Yeah,
First, I
yeah,
select in all
yeah,
question first option and then attempt all.
yeah, it's a good thing. It's still yeah, that confident type. Yeah, you choose the all the correct option. But if you choose them already one time, so okay, then that is the
Yes, sir. If
okay.
technical
Then
team add a
yeah, yeah,
option to deselect, then it will be very easy
yeah.
to revise.
We'll ask the team. If possible, then we'll
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
just post your that doubt on this.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so thanks everyone. Okay, and just fill
Okay,
that
sir.
form. Okay,
Thank you so
I
very
have
much, sir.
filled, sir.
which I have shared on the chat. And yeah, so hope I was able to clear your all doubts and this session was helpful. I'm hoping that one. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
That's thank
Good
you.
night, good night. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah. Happy Dasara to all of you.
Happy Dashara to you too, sir. In advance, of course.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Okay, bye. Bye everyone.
Yeah. See you soon, sir.